Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, just tidying up the whole NeuTecha project as I'm welcoming you to this brand new episode in our little planetary development campaign project, all around awesomeness, and that's why I do thank you for joining me, and I hope you are having a good one. But you know what? We just started sending some citizens, getting them on their way on their space voyage. So, space always takes a long time. So we got a few days, maybe more. I'm not sure. Cause I got a plan, right? So what I'm thinking is one thing that was missing from the landing strip or the runway or the airport. That's what we should call it, maybe. Yeah, the NeuTecha airport. We'll think of a better name. But if you got suggestions for a name for the airport, because most good airports have a name, right? Throw them down in them comments. I'd love to hear them because even if I happen to not pick your suggested name, it could also lead into another option. You're inspiring others is basically what I'm getting at, and that's the awesome only you guys can bring, and that's the important stuff. And other than that, but what I was thinking is I was missing a flight that was shaky. It was flight control. There's always that tower at the airport where, those people are up there, they're doing the hard stuff, they're making, fail safe, eh? Just in case things like that happen. Yeah, I forgot to take a couple blocks out of the middle there to allow the resources to move. But, yeah, it's a work in progress. It proves the concept. I know it can work from there. And so I'm just going to make sure I can figure out how. Matter of time kind of thing, So yeah, but like I was saying, those important people up in the tower keeping the planes from crashing, very important. So I think, hey, we need one, just in case, right? We're coming in from space, not just from another part of the world that it's on. So I think that's a little more important. So we're going to make sure we can get a guy up there, and yep, we do need someone for the flight control tower. I may make a character, but hey, you guys are more than welcome to make one. Put it in. If it's better, it's going to be changed. Mine will get swapped out for yours kind of thing, And, we could use more than one. Because this being a world, I know there's kingdoms out there. That's cool and all. They could do the same kind of an idea. But with a world, we can have many, many, many of the same type of, or the same of a characters that do the same type of work. So, just different locations, different things. But that also brings me to another idea why we're watching this, is what I was thinking of, that maybe just help on the lagginess of the whole situation, is that what I might do is I'm going to propose, you guys, it's an option, that the main town that I set up, if you guys make a home, which I really hope you do, because that resort that I made, that's a temporary. That's not supposed to be long-term living, I'm hoping you guys make a house for your character and your citizen, and you can make whatever you like to see in your yard. The basic yard limits are going to be the 64 by 64 by 64. So, you can even go high, too. Like, don't go real crazy because it will lag the snot out of it. The house size is determined. It's I'm going to stick with a single citizen house as being 20 by 20 by 20. That's enough to get in, move around a bit, do some stuff, set some things up. I think that's pretty good. If you have more than one citizen, like mine's gonna, because honestly, when I started this and I got saying the idea to the kids and the wife, they looked interested. They agreed to making a citizen, but they never did. So I made my other three, which kind of stand in for them until they upgrade them and make them their own. But so I got a 4-character house, so mine's a little bigger, and just a little bit of a teaser, a heads up, or whatnot. With the airfield or the airport coming so close to being, I think, about done. I don't know if there's much more I really want to do to it. There is a little bit, but not a whole lot. But, by whole lot, that's, I guess, it's a matter of definition. It depends what you call a whole lot, I guess. By a whole lot, I mean very few techs needed, but said techs are fairly big and time consuming. So it depends how you look at it. But what I'm thinking is, is if I'll have that main town that I'm setting up, I'm going to call it, my working name right now is Techtropolis. And that's where all our main houses, the houses you guys build initially under the size restrictions I'm asking about, the 20 by 20 by 20. Those houses, those citizens, they'll all be at the main town that I'm setting up. But also, I know this is taking a long time for me to spit the idea out. It's been a good night. It's a Friday, actually, right now. I don't know if that means anything by the time you see this, but maybe not. But it's been a good day if you know what happens on a Friday. But anyway, the other idea is that if you guys are as big a builders as me, not just size only, but like you build lots, you could always build enough stuff and have a secondary house of any size, and it could be placed in the world. So you could build as big as I do and have it in NeuTecha, and it'd be like your own little town, and then other people could also have homes there. So, like some people do in the real world, you got your main house, you got your summer home, you got your winter home, you got your fall home, you got your spring home, you got the recreational home, you got the fun home, you got a lot of homes. And with this, well, it's a game, right? Everything's free. It's just a matter of time. So we can do whatever we like. And with this save, because this is my new, it's not infinitely creative anymore. I had to change things due to whatever the changes were made in the saves, but it's to the 9s, because it's all 9s as far as the blocks you get, and I'm talking like one less than 1,000,000 of each block. But I'm using that save to create everything, and there's a ton of new blocks coming. As soon as I release them to the unstables and that, I'm going to maybe update my save a little bit later. I'm not going to jump right at it. It's depends on what base blocks they really add. But we'll see. If you guys like them in those to the 9 saves, let me know. But yeah, I got to get a little bit of decoration on this. And the armor so far is pretty nice for decoration. It makes it look like painted walls. But yeah, if you'd like to try out that to the 9s creative save, what it is it's a campaign save. I've maxed out. I've played through for my legit playthrough, did my canariness, reporting the bugs as I find them, and all that. But then after I maxed out, they kind of get, you build some stuff, it's all good, but why grind when you don't have to? So I edited it, gave it a whole bunch of blocks, made sure I had everything. I got a few tricks up my sleeve. Gave every block 1,000,000 in the inventory and unlocked all of it. So it's good for building, testing, because that's what I mainly set it up for, originally. But now it works for my Saturday. Hey, yeah, I haven't mentioned the Saturday Showcase. Because you know why? I remembered I had made that noise. But yeah, I had mentioned that. But those edited saves are really good for stuff like that. But what those are is a spot in my my video programming, not really programming, featured line. Yeah, featured, because I feature your cool and original text in their very own video. And if you'd like to get in on that, all you got to do is go down in the description. There's a link for the Saturday Showcase auditions. From there, follow it on through to the TerraTech official forums. Post your in-game snapshots. Have to be snapshots. Don't edit them. No. Don't do that. It won't work if you do. Post them to the thread that it takes you to. And from there, or your save games. If you want to put them in a save, creative R&D, I do have the R&D, and or just your normal campaign, cool. That'll work. I'll get it all figured out, and I'll make the best dang video out of my account. And from there, it's all about the inspiring others, sharing our ideas, and, well, for most of the part, having the good one. So far, there's been a few. If you want, hey, I got a playlist all about them. You can check that out, even if you want to see what I'm talking about. So, if you're interested, it's down there. There's a bunch of stuff down there. Oh, another thing is actually this, the NeuTecha project. If you'd like to be a citizen and join in on the NeuTecha fun, and this might be the perfect time with the new multiplayer coming in, and hopefully, there's a co-op creative. I'm not sure if I can work this in, because it does get really laggy and a lot of speeding up, a lot of editing and that to make it look real nice. You guys may not enjoy it as much as I do. I'm kind of weird. I enjoy certain things, and it's not all about the game. Most of it is about the game, honestly, I'll tell you that. But some of it's about just the editing and what I can make it look like after editing. That's where I enjoy myself too. It's like a challenge. I like a challenge. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the NeuTecha project. There's a link. Description. Yeah. If you find that, you could get in on this. But I would recommend, because it'll take you to another thread that I've created, and watch the first couple videos, read through the first few posts that I created, because they'll help you out on determining what you might want to put into your character and the size kind of limits, stuff like that. And then, the second one's about your house, I believe, if I remember right. If you're new to the channel, you'll eventually figure out, if you keep coming back, that, my memory's not the greatest. I do need reminding sometimes. So don't think I'm rude if I haven't replied or something like that. Sorry in advance. But as you can see here, we got our flight control tower. It's kind of coming along nice. I've gabbed my way through a lot of it, because a lot of it is just, it is building, and it's design and all that, but there's not really any functionality that needs to be described. So I just kept gabbing. I just liked it. I liked the way it looked. It was kind of neat. You let me know if you do. Comments. But if you are enjoying what you're seeing, there's that like button too. Subscribe. Hey, yeah, right on. We're trying to hit that 1,000 before February 20th of 2018. Hopefully you're seeing it before that, and you're subscribing if you're new. And if you haven't dinged that bell, hit it. Because honestly, I put out a video pretty much every day unless I run into some issues. Sometimes I have issues, working with that old equipment that I got. And, there's other things. Real life stuffs. But, if you would like to get in on a lot of the stuff, read through the description, because there's the Saturday Showcase, the NeuTecha project. But then, I'm also doing this multiplayer on a Sunday for a multiplayer Monday. I'm trying to remember that, too. That's a catchy little thing, I think. But what that is where I'm hosting games every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or UTC -5, whatever is easier for you. And if you'd want to get in on some rounds of multiplayer, come and join. All you need is the game and a bit of time. And from there, we could have our own little, I'm not sure if the creative world can handle us yet for a more than anything serious kind of build thing. But we're going to hope for that. But we could at least try something, build a few techs, or we could always head over to the PvP and get into some deathmatch, Either way, we'll have some fun, I think. But yeah, I think there was something else too, wasn't there? Okay, we did the showcase. We did NeuTecha. We did the multiplayer. Oh, if you'd like to get in on a draw, hit that paypal.me link. Get in the $2 donation, and your name will get entered for the draw on the 3D printed tech. I'm hoping for around March to claim the winner, but I'm not sure. It's currently valued at $40, but I got to get the date down pat, and that kind of goes with participation. So if you're interested, it's all down there. So, other than that, until that next time, we got our flight control. I think we're set up. We'll get on into the next little bit of this airport. We'll swap some things out, I believe. But just keep being that awesome and keep having a good one. Bye.